Today we're here over at Oxon Hill Farm in Oxon Hill National Park. So it's a nice beautiful day. Over here we have some cows eating away at their hay and stuff. They're pretty excited right now. And it's just a nice little barn. Okay, now that we're outside the barn, you can see it in the distance, and you can see the cows have made it all the way down here. Let's go say hello to the cow real quickly. Oh, here they go. And you can see some chickens over there. And there's the little visitor center for this national park. And because we're right here on the flight pattern for the airport, and there's some planes. Down here we have the chicken coop. You see these little chickens right here with a little rooster. And it's a nice quiet day down here. Okay, now we're at the top of Oxon Hill. You can see the Potomac in the distance over there. You can also see the house, which I'll back up a little bit for. It's a nice, beautiful little house here on the top of the hill. So, yeah. And if we go around, you can get a nice little side view of the house. And you can see that it's made out of bricks on the sides. So, yeah, we'll just keep on rolling. Okay, now we're at the bottom of that, from looking up at the hill where the farmhouse is. And on this little bitty board right here is pointing out that during the siege of Baltimore, 3 rockets almost hit that house. From here, you can see DC. And from the sun, you can tell that there was, from here you can see Alexandria. And from this spot, they were able to see the fleet of the Navy Captain James Gordon. And they accepted the surrender of Alexandria without firing a single shot, as long as nobody in Alexandria shot at his Marines or the fleet. Okay, back over there you can see the horses, followed by right here we got some pigs. So it's all types of pigs over here, and there's one over there just hanging out. And again, another side of the house. Okay, so here we are set up. So what I typically do is I connect my battery up, move it to this side of the radio, so that there's no battery interference crossing the antenna, hopefully. I have the DigiRig connected right here. Just that's a little DigiRig mobile. And then this little GPS puck. And then I got my little ThinkPad. So I connect it all up before I turn the radio on. I mean, turn the computer on. Or even connect the antenna up. And because I know that the antenna usually takes time, the computer takes time to start up, I will go ahead and fire that up. And now I go set up the antenna. Okay, so because I don't think that anybody needs help telling how to set up a tripod, if I got this tripod set up, I will put the little screw part on here and screwing on. And just screw it on. And as you can see, I just do it to the finger tightness. The Alpha Antenna logo there. So this is the second version of this antenna. So the newer boxes might have a different picture on the front. And then I just have these little pieces also. So I'll put that there, and then I will put that piece there. Okay, so now that's what we have set up. And I'm gonna go grab the wire to make the loop. Okay, now that I got the second loop, the inner loops, I got the little small loop. I'll just clip it right there on the bottom one of these. So now we got that located there. And then I'll grab the second loop and I'll get ready to install it. Okay, and so this right here is the smaller loop, the one that comes with the Alpha Antenna 100 watt immediately without any add-ons. And so I will just screw that on. Then I'll screw this part on. Okay, and then I'll grab the bottom of the loop, turn it up, and then boom, the entire loop is set up. It doesn't have to be a perfect loop, so yep. And the next I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the cable, the coax to the antenna to connect it to the radio. Okay, so now looking at my little computer setup, I have the GPS 2 time, which can be downloaded from the internet. I have it automatically set up to use admin permissions on a double click. And so there we go. I'll do 7, just because I know that's where the GPS antenna is. It'll give me my location. Then I will just save it to WSJT a few times, save the position, just to make sure, and I have it set to intermittent mode, just that it has less configuration on the internet. I mean, on the RF interfacing with the computer, with the radio. Okay. I have a nice little script that I like to use to set up my computer. Go ahead and minimize this. So I used Ham-Rated Deluxe as my logbook. So this script is actually starting up my logbook, connecting it to my radio, which just has the simple settings of that HRD comes with for settings. And since I'm going to be listening on 20 meters, you can see it actually already starting to decode. Let's just see what we got coming in already. I'll add in POTA, since this is a parks on the air activation. And let's go over and turn the sound up. You can hear WSJT signals. So we're gonna go back over to the antenna. And you probably heard it peak up there for a second. You can hear it's a lot louder than it was. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch my WSJT, my FT897 over to SWR. I'm going to go over to WSJT now. And then we're going to go tune. Then switch back over here. And you see that it is high SWR. And we'll go back over here. We're just going to go slightly up or down. Okay. And I see that my SWR is still pretty high. And so I found that when I have a lot of cable laying around like this, I need to move the antenna further away from where I'm set up at. And also, if you have a high SWR, just make sure that the inner loop is actually like parallel with that loop. So I'm gonna pull this way further through. Okay. There's that, parallel. And the cable is much further away. Okay. Oop. It actually went back up after I walked away. Okay, now after fine tuning, I was able to get it down to nothing on SWR. Power is pretty high, I usually say that's about 10-20 watts. And so now I go back over here Turn off tune. And then let's CQ. Okay. And go. Okay, now we're reporting. Hope to see y'all on the air. And if everybody was noticing earlier, I did talk about rockets. And so I did find a picture, I did find a location in this house that actually had one of the rockets. And so I've got that also added onto the video now. Okay, and if you're into goats or chickens, or just about any farm animals, you can find them over here at Oxon Cove Farm National Park, because here's some goats. And there's a chicken. So, hope to see you next time. 73's KJ4AXB out.